Battle bugs, the spider sigh. Camping trip. Max Darwin lifted the glass lid of his brand new bug tank and dumped in some fresh cucumber slices. Here you go, Millie. Enough to last you through the weekend. Millie, his new pet millipede, nuzzled her way out of the moss she was hiding in and inched over to enjoy the food. Max grinned, bending over so he could watch her. She is so cool, he thought. Max loved the way her long, segmented body seemed to glide over the hills and valleys of her little kingdom, her horseshoe-shaped feelers waving in front of her. It was amazing how her dozens of tiny legs worked together in total harmony. In the next tank over, his walking sticks clamored around their own mini jungle. Max made sure they had plenty of food, too. Max! I said it's time to go. Max sighed. Coming, Mom. I'm just making sure the bugs are okay. He gave Millie a longing look, wishing there was time to lift her gently out of her tank and let her crawl over his hands. I'll be back soon, guys, okay? He told his room full of insect friends. You all have plenty to eat, so don't eat each other. Max! He bounded down the stairs, 2 at a time. The front door was open. His mom waited outside, arms folded. Max got as far as the doormat, then did a 180-degree turn and ran back inside. Forgot something, he yelled over his shoulder. He ran to the kitchen, then back to the living room again. Where is it? How could I lose something so huge? Aha! Max found it, propped open on the dining room table, right where he'd left it. The leather-bound, complete encyclopedia of arthropods was more than just a book. It was the gateway to a hidden magical realm. He quickly checked that the magnifying glass was still tucked into the inside front cover pocket. Can't go anywhere without this, Max said to himself. He stuffed the encyclopedia deep into his backpack and zipped the zipper so it wouldn't fall out. In the driveway, the family's RV motor was already running. Behind the wheel, Max's dad was making a big show of looking at his watch. Good to see you, son. I thought your bugs might have eaten you alive. Very funny, Dad. Max climbed in and fastened his seatbelt. His mom got in front. You'd better not have any beetles in your pockets, she said as she buckled up. Max snorted. Right, Mom. He didn't bother to tell her why he didn't have any. Smuggling beetles in his pocket would be cruel. Grown-ups didn't always understand stuff like that. All too often, they thought that liking bugs was weird. Engaging main rocket drive, Max's dad said, putting the RV into gear, while Max's mom rolled her eyes. Max fidgeted with excitement as the big vehicle reversed out onto the main road and sped away. The open road and the promise of a whole weekend of bug hunting fun lay ahead. Max knew the journey to the Wild Grove Acres campsite would take hours, but he couldn't wait to get there. The forest would have so many new bug species to explore. His dad put on his favorite pop music radio station. His mom switched it to a rock station. His dad switched it back. As they playfully struggled, Max closed his eyes and let his thoughts drift away. The musty, mysterious old bug encyclopedia that his mom had found in the library of an old mansion had turned out to be a gateway to another world. He'd been shocked to find himself looking through its magnifying glass one minute and shrunk down to bug size the next. Even more shocking were the friends he'd made on tropical Bug Island, talking insects, arachnids, and other mini beasts. The only problem was that their home was under threat from invading reptiles. However, with Max's human-sized brain on their side, the tide had quickly turned. He'd come up with new ways to fight the enemy and hatch a clever plan when the bugs were in danger of being wiped out by lizard forces. General Commando, the reptile leader, had been furious. Max yawned. He wondered where Spike, Webster, Buzz, and Barton were now. How were the battle bugs doing without his help? He tried to use the magnifying glass again to enter their world, but it hadn't worked. As he leaned his head against his car seat and began to doze off, he wondered if he'd ever see Bug Island again. 3 hours later, Max jolted awake. The RV was slowing down. He rubbed his eyes and saw that they'd made it to Wild Grove Acres. "You slept through the whole trip," his mother told him. "I wish I had that talent." His dad took a deep sniff. "Smell the air. That's nature. Pure and clean, and good for you." He parked the RV in a shady spot, and they all jumped out. The forest surrounded them. It was surely a treasure trove of insect life. Max could almost feel it pulling at him, like an ache in his bones. "Can we go and look for bugs?" "We just got here," his dad laughed. "Lunch first. The bugs can wait." "But Dad," Max pleaded, "there would be bugs nestling in the fallen leaves, scrambling up the branches and twigs, burrowing under the bark, lurking in rock piles, and feasting on fallen fruit. How was he supposed to think about lunch at a time like this?" His dad gave him a stern look, but only for a moment. "Well, all right, buddy, let's go." They eagerly headed into the forest. Max found a grasshopper, a katydid, and 2 ladybugs within minutes. He pointed out the katydid's long antenna to his father, who thought it was just another grasshopper. "Easy mistake," Max said, grinning. Then he spotted a flash of gold between 2 big boulders. Breathlessly, he leaned in close. It was a giant spider web made of golden yellow silk. "What kind of spider could have made this?" he whispered. "I've never seen anything like it." As if introducing himself, the spider came running up out of the gleaming strands. It was nearly 2 inches across, a deep reddish color with bright green-yellow markings. Max jotted down a quick description and began running back toward the RV. "You can't be finished already," his dad said in confusion. "I need to look up that spider," Max yelled back. Alone in the motorhome, he pulled out the encyclopedia. He flicked through the pages, searching for the entry on spiders. But before he could even turn to the arachnid section, he heard a faint buzzing coming from inside the book. "That's what happened last time I got called to Bug Island," he thought excitedly. "I bet the bugs need my help. Maybe I can get back there." Suddenly, all thoughts about the spider disappeared, and he quickly turned to the double-page section on Bug Island. Wait. Max had to make sure he was alone. Through the small window, he saw his parents digging a little pit. It looked like they were making a campfire. Great. They'll be busy with that forever. He pulled out the magnifying glass. Peering closely, he could just make out Buzz, the giant hornet, Suddenly, the world began to spin, and he had the sensation of being pulled through the magnifying glass. He felt dizzy and a bit sick. "Here we go again," he whispered. The pages of the book rushed up toward him. He was being drawn in, back to Bug Island.